Micro and nanoplastics are the very small, mostly invisible particles that result when plastic breaks down in the environment. And microplastic particles contain all of the thousands of chemicals that are in plastic. Many of these chemicals are highly toxic. There have been a number of studies in the last 3 or 4 years that have looked for microplastic particles in different organs in the human body. And researchers have found the particles in many places, in the heart, in the great blood vessels, in the lungs, in the liver, in the gastrointestinal tract, in the testes. Because microplastic particles carry with them all the toxic chemicals that are in plastic, they act like little Trojan horses. They can carry these toxic chemicals into the tissues, into the organs of the human body. And some of these chemicals can cause cancer, some can cause neurological disease, some can interfere with the balance of hormones in the human body and interfere with reproduction. So all of those are possibilities. None of them are proven yet. People are urgently moving forward to study them.
The particle will have their distinct pattern, will have their patterns indicating their chemical compositions.
We can say for sure that studies have linked microplastic exposures to adverse health effects that can be observed in humans. Based on our evidence review and the summary of the evidence, we say it's suspected. So to us, suspected is not known, but it also means we should probably be taking steps to mitigate those exposures. There's a lot we don't know. We didn't really explore all the reproductive health effects. There's studies that have come out about cardiovascular effects. That could also be important in the future as we do more work in this area. So I think we're kind of at the tip of the iceberg in terms of our understanding about the range of health effects that can be linked to microplastics.
What we know is that all of us are exposed to microplastics every day. The main route of exposure is through our food. Microplastic particles get into food, get into drink, and we swallow them. We can also inhale them because microplastic particles get kicked into the air. So I think we know enough about microplastics to tell people to minimize their exposure to plastics. Don't microwave in plastic. Try to avoid it. I know it's difficult, but try to avoid buying food that's wrapped in plastic. Go for cardboard, go for glass, go for other safer materials.